Welcome back. Chidebere Ziani joins us on the segment. Chidebere, good morning. Good to have you.
Good morning. It's always a pleasure, guys.
Yeah, good morning.
Okay, where are we starting with? Okay, FIBA.
Let's get that out of the way first of all.
We'll
go to the more serious matter.
FIBA Africa Champions Cup, talking about the games decided yesterday. It's 9 a.m. I think one of the games is already going on now in Group B. But then we'll start with what happened with Canopilas and Gombe Bulls. Not a good start for them. They lost their opening group matches, and then the second one again, losing the second round games. And, you know, going into the FIFA Club World Cup, we felt, of course, Canopilas, they're champions of Nigeria, and you expect them to, you know, kind of do something good. But from the two games they played so far, something looking good.
I'm quite disappointed with the second game, Canopilas. I expected them, of course, against, I think it was Sportive in the first game, maybe early tournament jitters, but I expected them to come back strong yesterday.
Against the club.
Yeah, unfortunately they couldn't do that. I don't know what is going on with the club. They're usually a high-scoring side, but yesterday they could not pull that off. It's quite disappointing. I expected a lot from, especially Canopilas.
Wow.
A lot expected from them, but somehow they lost that one to Interclub. So Interclub simply means they've won 2 in a row now. That game was actually one of the highly anticipated games, thinking, okay, Canopilas will do something.
It was supposed to be Canopilas way back into the competition, because now I think they've dropped to 5th place in the group, and they now have to win the remaining 3 games if they are to progress to the next round, which is not just difficult, but going to be put a lot of pressure on the shoulders of the players, because they know that lose another game and you just might be out of the competition already. So for me, well, I hope they pick it up. They need to pick it up and score more shots, you know.
Right.
Okay. And the results, the games for today, if you look at that, then it tells you that, okay, can they actually beat that new generation? If they can, so it simply means if they can do that one, that will kind of give them an edge. You can just look at the today's fixtures, what it's going to be looking like in Group A. There you have it, City Oilers and Interclub, of course, New Generation and Canopilas. So if they can scale this hurdle, so that means they're back into it.
Well, they seem to be in the same boat with New Generation. So if they can scale through them, I believe they are able to. Well-motivated side Canopilas, I don't see why they can't you know, get one past the New Generation team.
So that's gonna go later today.
How about Gombe Bulls?
Yeah, Group B. Come to that. Let's Group B, the other side. Gombe Bulls, not also a good one for them. But then the scoreline was closer compared to what we witnessed in the opening game.
28-point blowouts in the first game.
In the first one, but this one 71-60. It's also a bit closer. Maybe the game today at 1:30, with this kind of a close call, they would be able to win it. But then the way it all went, not a good one. Libolo and Benfica winning Petrolis 87-84. Gombe Bulls, of course, 60-71, and Mazembe and Sportive Monastir, it was 67-91. For today's fixtures, you just look at it. ASB Mazembe, that game's already on. It started at 9 a.m. This morning against Beira. Then Sportive Des Petrola and Gombe Bulls will follow. And of course, you have the other one, Benfica and Sportive Monastir, also in action. These are the fixtures for today. Gombe Bulls be able to, okay, the Petrola, I don't think so. It might just be a hard one for them because they've won 1 game and Gombe Bulls haven't won anyone. They have a chance at all.
As soon as the game starts, every team has a chance to, you know, win the game. But Gombe Bulls, with some of the factors they had, you know, within them, and of course with the administration of basketball before they went for the tournament, you can, I don't know if it's part of what is affecting them, but they decide that they showed Nigeria what they can do in the indigenous tournament. But really, looking at the people in their group and what they've been able to do previously, Gombe Bulls, they have it cut out for them. They have their job really cut out for them. If they can win the game today, better yet, post a good score on the board. You know, I think what is happening to the Nigerian teams is that they are not scoring enough, taking their opportunities. If they can't do that, then maybe they will find a way into this tournament, because if we leave at the very early stages, it just shows that it just shows where we are. There's a long way to go.
Champion is a champion. Let's move on quickly from basketball now.
Okay.
NPFL
Super 6 games will go down. Yesterday was a rest day, but games will go down today. And of course, you know the big one is the Chan Eagles, the one everyone is anticipating. They will start, you know, their preparations for the African Nations Championship with this particular game. But then Chidibere, you know, we spoke with Tony Bito yesterday, talked about the fact that, look, this would not just be the only game they're going to play. Obviously, after the Super 6, they have time in January. Once they get to Morocco, you know, they'll seek some local countries and all that they can actually play. But will this really be a good test for them going into the Nations Championship?
It's a good test because they are playing against contemporaries and also giving opportunities for other team members or other players to make a case for themselves. For the Chan team, my main worry is how many of those who have been selected will still be in the NPFL come January. That is the worry, because if you and I know that if there's an offer for any of them abroad, they're gone. Exactly. So that's the first worry. About the games they will play, I believe there is no better opportunity than playing active football, because this is a preseason tournament. Most of these players would want to definitely, you know, start the season well. So it will bode a very good preparatory game for them. And subsequently, if they can play other countries and get game time, not just with clubs, but with organized national teams. Yeah, so it will go a long way to helping them. But this is not a bad start. Yes, it's a good one.
Kano Pillars, Aqua United will be in action. There you have it, Chan Eagles and Plateau United. These are the games for today. It's going to be starting at 2 p.m. Usually, at first, when it was released, they said 3, but now it's been brought forward. The first game between Kano Pillars and Aqua is 2 p.m. Then Chan Eagles and African champion, Nigerian champions, Plateau United, that will be at 4 p.m.